Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Auditor, so the audit is in process, and the audit will be presented at the board meeting, and will be made available to the public.
Darlene Gray Everett's there. Uh-oh.
14801 Chicago, Martin King. I have one more question for the Spirit Group.
What you looking at me like that for? Kind of loud.
Do you all prepare
You are, though. I'm saying
you all
that's why
prepare
I
an
asked
annual
before.
report to present to the board to show where you need to cut expenditures? Do you do that here?
So, sorry, just so I can, everybody here. We do not show where to cut expenditures because that's ultimately not our decision as an auditor. It's management's decision of where things are gonna get cut. But what we do,
Suggestions, that's what I meant, suggestions.
I'm trying to, so our firm is separated by consulting team and auditing team. I'm on the consulting team, so I don't work on the audit side as often. Usually if there's something that's blatantly stand out to us, we'll let the management know. But it's not necessarily anything in a presentation. If you request that of us, that's not saying that we couldn't do that, but that's not typically part of the auditing procedure for any audit that are prepared.
Okay. In the village of Dalton,
Okay?
every year, you all prepare and gave it to the board on your suggestions, and let me correct what I said, suggestions on where we should cut the spending or where we can increase the spending.
Okay, so the difference is that that's consulting contract, and you're asking about the audit. We also do have consulting contract with you guys, so if you guys engage us to help you with that, we could help you with that. But that's the difference between the audit and the consulting side. So you were asking about audit, that's why the different clarification. So yes, we could do that for you. But it wouldn't necessarily be on the audit side, it would be consulting.
Okay.
And if I may add something, every audit also contains a management letter.
That's what I meant, the management letter, I
So,
couldn't think of it.
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I was talking about the management letter.
Yeah, so the management letter typically says, okay, here's what you're doing right, here's what you're doing wrong, here's where you could fix things, here's some holes in your processes and procedures that need to be plugged up. So it essentially tries to, it doesn't tell you where and how to spend per se, but it tells you how to track things better so that you are more accountable.
Exactly, and you all didn't do that for the township.
So our firm for the 24 audit, once again, I was not on that audit, so I don't know what that letter contained, because I am on the consulting side. But yes, we did prepare one of those management letters for 2024.
The management letters are typically, they accompany almost every single audit I have ever seen in my 20+ years of practicing in this area, so I don't think I've ever seen an audit without a management letter. And so, yeah, I mean, and some of them are 1 or 2 pages, and some of them are 20 to 30.
Well,
Exactly.
and it is a requirement, even if there is no, like, if there is no suggestions, then it just says, we've got, we have no suggestions. So.
And you have no idea whether or not they prepared one.
No, I do know
for
they,
the township.
I do know they prepared one. I just don't know what it says, because I didn't. Because I didn't work on the audit.
Okay, is it possible that can be presented to the residents of Thornton Township?
That would be a discussion with the trustees side. I can't determine what gets released, that's not our role, so that would be a later.
I believe,
The mic is not on.
The clerk, I do believe that the audit and the audit packet, which should be in the letter,
Right.
should be on the website. If it's not, we'll confirm and see if the clerk thinks it is on the website.
She
If
thinks
not,
it, she think it is.
It is on the website.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So, and also, another place to find any sort of audits that have been filed is the Illinois Comptroller's Office. You can find it for any unit of government. So that is always a great resource.
Thank you.
What's your paper?
Is there any additional discussion?
Yes, I have a question. And I haven't had the time to go through everything, but I just have some questions. I might have more later, but for now, what is the TT Foundation? The Thornton Township Foundation, have to pay $57,000?
So a lot of times, and this happens with a lot of different, other townships as well as park districts, libraries and stuff like that. It's sort of a fundraising arm to allow for additional money to come in that's not coming through the taxpayers. So, for instance, like the Thornton Township Foundation, again, it's a fundraising arm to allow the, how can I, just trying to find the right words.
So what happens with some grants is that, getting, no, I want to make sure I have the mic. So what happens is there's certain grants that can't come to government bodies, but they can come for non-for-profits. So if you have a non-for-profit, which Thornton Township Foundation is, then you can receive additional funds to do like food pantries and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So it's basically other way to get additional funds to help the residents.
So what was the expenditure to them? That seems like that's money coming in, this is going out. So I'm curious.
So the money going out, so a lot of the times with the expenditures going out would be like if the township paid for some food to go into the pantry.
We got
I don't
that
know.
as a different item as something.
Right.
Okay, so I did not prepare this report, so I'm not 100% sure what line is in there. So I have to look at the GMs to the
So
bill.
it's on page 4 of the general assistance. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you
Robert
what
should be
report.
here. I mean, he put her up to it. She
And the
should
only
be
reason
prepared.
is, there doesn't seem to be anybody that can answer the questions. I'm gonna carry on with my other questions.
This is crazy.
You know, like you said, I understand the explanation, but
Yes.
that's money coming in. We're showing that as money going out. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, but I was saying is,
And, you know, certainly one of your questions, but I would also suggest that if there's any questions that we have here are unable to answer, we apologize, we just don't, we're not people to track the data.
okay, but, okay,
Accepting the report, we're not asking you to vote on whether everything in there is accurate. We're saying that this is what was presented at the board. So, if there are questions that you guys have that we cannot answer, I do suggest that you forward those questions to the finance director. And ask those questions directly, or you can file the information and request it.
Right, you probably.
who's our auditor?
This lady.
Because there's the auditor.
Got a checklist.
And, I had a question. What is outreach? Can anybody answer that? It's under community and outreach and engagements for $240,000. What is outreach outside of all the other things that are listed?
Nobody knows.
I mean, I don't know exactly what that would be, what that would entail, but outreach just as a general principle is to try and get more people to participate in specific programs. That's my understanding of what that means, but I don't know that exactly.
Okay. So I did see a payment of $1 million and some change. I'm assuming that's interest toward the loan. I don't know which one it's on. But I think we originally had that loan out for $5 million or something like that. What's the balance on it at this point? I mean,
That would be a question for Director.
okay, so. Okay, all right.
It's just showing that you.
Robert Hunt need to be there.
I want to ask you, why are you asking us to vote on this? He's not acting. I mean, when the trustees come in, they're gonna pick up this crap that you're trying to sell to us. They're gonna be already sitting in office. Why don't you get it straight first? Bring it back to us in March. You don't want it now. I don't.
Man.
Everybody else gonna go for these numbers? Good for you.
Man.
But for me, no. Because the trustees that's coming in now is picking up the old trash that's here already. They don't need this. Get it straight, bring it back to us in March.
May.
May.
Or unless you mean next March. Okay, y'all, I gotta set my camera down because my arm is tired. Hold on.
Shout out to Alicia.
Avon, 15101
right here, you have your statement. Mary Avon, 15101 Blackstone, Dalton. Is Mr. Hunt the only person in finance that could have spoken to this? Come on now. Is it a
Ooh.
one-man office or? I'm curious.
So the kids on this drafted report, I don't know if there's anybody else available in his office. Somebody should be able to present it, and that's why somebody from Casper's office is here, because at least they understand the numbers, they can compare the numbers, so that they understand.
And I have a little bit of a problem with that because they're the auditors, and I would think if anything, an auditor would have gone over this and been prepared to answer our questions. That was my statement.
Well, they were just asked today because we.
And that's a problem because this meeting was posted when?
Right, but the
And Mr. Hunt took sick today?
Yeah.
Come on now, how convenient.
That was convenient. We should not accept even what is presented to us. Because I could have run these numbers off from a Xerox machine.
So, that's probably what he did.
Any additional discussion? All right. All in favor?
We got one. We have one.
Carmen Arlau for 643 Wood Mountain. I just have a question. I know it's a lot of back and forth going on, but just from my understanding, I know they have these town halls every year. So next year, when they have a town hall, will it still be unaudited numbers and will it still be the same presentation? They get the unaudited information and then, it'll get audited later, so it's the same every year?
Yes, and it's the requirement of the statute.
Okay.
And I mean, believe me, it would be much more preferable to have the audited reports done so we don't have so many questions and concerns and we have exact numbers, but this is meant to be a snapshot of where the administration believes things are at right now.
And the reason they do this now is because it's a state statute, so they couldn't wait until after we audit
Correct.
this process.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All in favor of accepting the general fund report? Please raise your hand.
All in favor?
All those, all those not in favor of accepting the general fund report, please raise your hand.
I'm not 100% certain who that gentleman is. We did jump in a little late, so I'll have to rewind. So I'm not 100% certain that guy is. I think they're in executive session though.
Yes, all of these reports were prepared by Rob Hunt. Every time I walk back and walk forward, so I figured I'd.
She just ran the bike.
The real estate tax revenue was $729,197.71. The replacement tax revenue was $25,608.59. The total investment income was $106,096.57. The total other income was $48,099.24, bringing the total road and bridge revenue to $909,002.11. The total administration department expenditures were $94,534.28. The total maintenance expenditures were $25,631.34. The total permanent road expenditures were $208,465.96, bringing the total road and bridge expenditures to $320,631.58, bringing the total net change in fund balance to $580,370.53. The total assets were $3,291,513.01. The total liabilities were $729,301.66. And then the ending fund balance was $2,562,211.35. The total cash on hand as of February 28th, 2025 was $943,388.36. And the total investments on hand were $1,624,473.83. The total 2024 Road and Bridge Fund tax levy was $883,946, and the total of the indebtedness was $37,262.45. Also, you will find on page 13 that there is a list of tools, machinery, equipment that are valued at excess of $200, listed with the description, the VIN number, and what condition these assets are.
Is there a motion to accept the road and bridge fund as presented?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the road and bridge fund, Valerie Stubbs, 14601, Chicago Road, I keep saying Chicago Road, King Drive, South Illinois. Is there a second? Second.
And Lee, 15249 Township, Thornton, Illinois. For the purposes of us getting out of here tonight, I'd like to say that.
So I would like to ask the question, in the event the residents don't accept this road and bridge, will there be any penalty to Thornton Township for anyone that we have not accepted, we voted no on?
No, there's really no penalty that I'm aware of. It would not be placed technically on file. It would still basically be a public record, but it would have a notation on there that would say not accepted on file at annual town meeting on today's date.
Thank you.
That's a good question.
Seriously.
Tiana Dalton, 742 Evans Court, Township, Illinois. On page 7 of 13, it has administration expenditures, and it has salaries of $5,561.26. That's for an entire year?
I'm sorry?
That's for an entire year?
That's my understanding. It's supposed to be, yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
That's a lot of money.
5,000 each salary.
Say that again.
5,500. It's not right.
That's crazy.
That's what they're saying.
The hiring commission itself, or if that's somewhere reflected in the fund. But yeah, that is what was presented by Director. Okay, thank you.
That's crazy. That number's so off. $5,000 for a year. Right.
South Holland, Illinois, of course, Middle Avenue. The question that was asked, if we don't approve the numbers, it won't show on public record, but you said that it will show on some public record with a notation, right?
So under the Local Records Act, the township is required to keep certain public records until they're allowed to destroy them, pursuant to certain requests and provisions that are found in the local record act. And this would still be considered a public record, it would just have a notation on it that it was not accepted on file at today's annual town.
Okay, so if it's gonna appear on public record anyway, will we be able to search this information up as normal if we were to not vote on it today? If it's a public, if we're voting for it to appear on public record, we're not voting as well, will it still appear as if we were going to search for it, just like any other record, even if we don't pass it today? You see what I'm saying?
In my opinion, it would still be a foilable document. It's also currently on the township's website as a township record, so I don't see why it would not be.
Okay, but I'm just concerned that we won't be able to search it later as we would anything else.
Come on.
That means that the new administration will be able to come in and rearrange the numbers, and we can't find what we're looking for. Of course, we can always FOIA it, of course, we don't know if we're gonna get it, but, I just think it'd be feasible if we're able to search it just like any other record. But I wanted to make sure it's clear that the residents can see what we had in 2024, at least what we went through up until 2025, versus where it's gonna be, for the remainder of this next year.
Is there any additional discussion?
What we have in the package is the same thing that will be online, right?
Yes, so the question was, what you guys have in the packet, is that the same thing that's online, and the answer is yes.
Thank you. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of accepting the Road and Bridge Fund report as presented, please raise your packet.
Few people accepting it.
Please raise them nice and high.
Mine's not raised because that salary number is way off. Way off, $5,000.
All those opposed to accepting the Road and Bridge Fund, please raise your paddles nice and high.
Is that a name? How about the name? Let me fill that up. Hold on.
Motion carries.
Motion carries, that's fine.
The next item is a motion to place a referendum question on March 17, 2026 primary election ballot. The proposed question reads as follows. Shall the state of Illinois, which has the second highest property taxes in the nation, deliver annual property tax rebates to the more than 3 million residential property taxpayers in Illinois?
Sorry, can't hear you.
Sorry. I'll start over.
Yeah, this mic is not turned up.
Motion to place a referendum question on the March 17, 2026 primary election ballot. The proposed question reads as follows. Shall the state of Illinois, which has the second highest property taxes in the nation, deliver annual property tax rebates to the more than 3 million residential property taxpayers in Illinois, as provided for in the Illinois Property Tax Relief Fund Act of 2019? Is there a motion to approve the placement of this question on the ballot?
And if I may also, just to give a little bit of background. This is an advisory question, and which means that it's not binding, but it's basically polling the residents. If it gets on the ballot, polling the residents to say, do you agree with this or do you not agree with this? And in addition to that, the way, just so everybody understands, the way that this got placed on the agenda, the way that got placed on the agenda was a document with a request for this question to be on the agenda was signed by
Oh, looks like they got some 5G problems. Here we go. They're back.
Action in Harvey, Illinois. I move that we, place this referendum on the ballot. Valerie Stubbs, 14801, Martin Luther King, Dalton, Illinois. I second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? If there's no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries.
Everybody wants that on the ballot. Property tax is way too high.
There's nothing to discuss in regards to the resolution to dispose of personal property, so we will skip that item.
And just to be clear, there is no resolution. No resolution for the disposal of personal property.
Wants to talk about
There's no resolution. There's nothing proposed. There's no proposal right now from to dispose of property, so there's no resolution. So there's no action needed on that whatsoever. No.
There's no action.
Under law, you can't just dispose of property without going through, you have to approve a resolution. So what we're saying is that there is no property that the township officials, the current township officials are seeking to dispose of, so there is no resolution. So that, we put that on generally as a placeholder because the agenda has to be approved so far in advance. So there is nothing for that item. That's why that item is being skipped.
Okay, we'll now schedule the next annual township meeting. Is there a motion to schedule the 2026 annual township meeting for Tuesday, April 14th?
board meeting is getting ready to start.
At 6 o'clock p.m.
Yay. Yeah, motion. I'd like to make a motion that we schedule the next town hall meeting for the date that you stated.
Tuesday, April 14th.
Day before tax day.
Natalie Gilbert, 630 East 144th Place, Dalton, Illinois, and I do second that.
Another motion.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. So we now open the floor for public comments. Please approach the microphone, state your name, and please try to limit your remarks to 3 minutes.
Okay.
And also, just to let everyone know, there is, after this meeting, there is another meeting at 7 p.m. That's the regular board meeting. And there will also be a public comment period during the regular board meeting.
All right. My name is Naomi Lopresto.
Talking to Mike.
My name is Naomi Lopresto. It's 667 and
She just needs to
I'm not.
No, baby, we need to hear you. You don't have to, she's gonna talk. She gonna just hold it in her hand. Yeah.
I walked in probably at the end of this, but I want to know why did you agree on the Department of Youth Services? Isn't that supposed to come off, is it early? So why did everybody vote yes for that? Did somebody vote?
There was no vote.
I want to know why we voted, why did no one question about the Department of Youth Services?
That money is spent already.
So when we come back April, the third, whatever day it is, this is gonna change, it won't be the same?
Next year.
That's next
Next
year.
year?
So next year, there'll be a whole nother report that'll be similar to this. It'll be unaudited. It'll be different numbers, obviously, because it'll be different things that may have happened, different administration. They may cut certain things, they may add certain things. So the report will be similar in form, possibly, but different in content.
Well, I want to let you know, you gotta wait real good this time.
I'm sorry?
Y'all gotta wait real good this time. That's what I said, y'all gotta wait real good this time. Because, so I don't know the numbers from last year, to compare to this year, for one thing. Next of all, I hope next year that everything be more in order. Do not come presenting us with stuff.
Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, this is not the official trustee meeting. That's one of the reasons why we don't see the usual suspects up here, because it's not an official meeting. Real quick, let me show you. I'm gonna bring in the actual agenda for the real meeting. It's actually supposed to start at 7:00 their time, so it's actually about 5 minutes over right now, but it's supposed to be starting pretty soon. But so I don't remember exactly what this session was called that they're in now, that they're going over now, but they have some interesting things planned for the actual meeting. But that's why we're hearing from all these people that we had never heard of before. So I'm gonna just bring this in real quick. Of course, they're gonna approve the minutes. They're gonna go over some bills, general fund, general assistance fund, road and bridge, old business. They got some resolutions and proclamations, as well as ordinances they're going to be proposing, some new business. Then they're going to go into closed session, actions following the closed session, trustees report, supervisor report, and adjourn. Do they have any comments? I don't think they have public comments. Oh, there it is, right there, public comments up there at the beginning, sorry. So that's going to be that's going to be the meeting in a moment. Yeah, it's the annual meeting. That's what it's called, the annual town meeting. Thank you, love. Okay, so let me get back over here, but I just want to make sure I clarified that. I'm going to drop the link to this if you would like to hold on to this or have it for your records or whatever like that. Let me drop it in the chat. All right, let's get back over here, and here we go. All right, so they're done with the...
See, I knew that was going to happen. Sorry. Thank you. See, I knew I'm all connected over here.
I told her.
Yeah,
I talked to her about that today.
Jedediah's here. So somebody just got served. I know what we was talking about. He was like, Alicia, get that. I gotta go to the bathroom again, y'all. This time I really gotta go. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna switch while I love Alicia. I'm gonna switch while she is indisposed, and we'll jump over.
Shoot, I didn't even know. What is that for? Oh, that's that. That's what that is.
Who is it that they're taking pictures with?
Oh, y'all. Look who's in there. Look who's in there. That is so cute. Come on, talk to the kids.
Who is that they're taking pictures with? There's Ed Steve in the building. Kiana Belcher in the house. That's Carol in the blue. That's Carol from Lansing Journal. Yeah, that's her. What's going on, Real Eyes? What's happening? Grace and peace, everybody. Okay, they just finished with the annual township meeting, and now let me mute that for a second. They just finished the annual township meeting, and they're about to start the Thornton Township board meeting. I don't know. It looks like they're about 10 minutes over, starting a little bit late. Why? Bless his heart. Oh, I heard the Lori trial was kind of wild, so. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're waiting for Alicia to get back and give us a little rundown of what's going on here. Shout out to Alicia Nicole for keeping us up to date and what's going on. Where's that guy? Definitely appreciate y'all stopping by tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who has already jumped in to the best live chat on the internet. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Jump in here. Drop them green hearts. Let me know that you are in the building. Tell me where you are watching this from. We're waiting for the Thornton Township board meeting to actually start. So please jump on up in here. What's going on, Shonda? What did she say here? Everyone appears to be so happy. Absolutely love to see this for them. Absolutely. It definitely is I hate to say the atmosphere, the vibe, but I'll go with the atmosphere. The atmosphere is definitely different looking at it so far. So hopefully this is signs of better things to come. Hopefully Mr. Harris will be there. That'd be good for him to show up. I mean, he is the supervisor. Shout out, Texas in the building. Good old Houston. I see you there, brother. I see you. Cleveland in the house. Absolutely. Who knows? You think Mr. Napoleon will be there? That would be interesting. I think it would be interesting. Virginia in the building. Milwaukee up in here. Albuquerque, New Mexico is in the house. I love it. Let's get this back up. There goes Babe Solo right there. If you're wondering who Babe Solo is, that's her in the green. Right there. And of course, there's Nate. Nate Fields Jr. in the building. Shout out to Nate. I don't know who this guy is that they're taking pictures with, though. He is important business. I'll tell you that much. I see where you are, Stephanie. I see you. Charlotte, North Carolina in the house. There is Paul said, I'm across the pond. Wow. Okay. Okay, who we got? There's Gonzalez, there's Stephanie.
I dipped off and did some talking.
On the checkout table. And please do not forget to leave your paddle.
Another,
let me go put my paddle up.
Okay, y'all. So it's another meeting starting. Mm-hmm. This is the regular board meeting.
Right.
I was talking to Carmen in the bathroom. Here she go right there.
Shout out to Alicia.
I saw Trustee Steve. He's right there.
Hey, there goes Melanie from Lansing Journal right there. Shout out, man. Tell us where you're from. If you're in the chat,
All right,
go ahead
so
and
we
tell us
got a
where you're
full.
from. Tell us where you're from.
Darlene Gray Everett is here, y'all. Did y'all see that?
Oh, no,
Who
I
got
need.
served? Okay, so Jedediah got served.
Whoa,
Where did he
got
go?
served.
All of them got served. Everybody in that fight. But I know Jedediah did. I think Clark did. It was from the fight. Kamon's $10 million lawsuit. I missed that. I didn't even know what was going on. I thought, he was telling me, I thought he was telling me to get that, who was that
4%
guy
in
to
the
walk
building.
by? So I thought, and I was missing all the action. He said they just got served. So I can't believe Darlene is here. I cannot believe
I
Darlene
did
Gray
not think
Everett is here.
I didn't think she was gonna be here
I
either.
just can't. Now, what is she going to do without her mouthpiece to tell her how to vote?
There we go. Shout out to you. Good to see you. Ohio. A lot of Ohioans up in here. Billy in the house.
Trustee Steve over there talking.
There's the Lansing Journal
It's him in a black
people.
coat.
Yeah, I see him.
And Brown's wife.
It looks like that. If anybody's wondering, it looks like they replaced that TV that DeMarcus Quigley broke. Looks like they replaced it. He said all the trustees look 20 years younger. That's crazy.
So yeah, I cannot believe Trustee is here. So yeah, everyone in the fight, Skeeter, it looks like, well, everyone that was here, that was a part of the fight, he said Lavelle got served. Well, not tonight because Lavelle's not here. But him, I guess the clerk. Like, why would he be suing her? But that's the only person that was up there that he could have been suing.
Go ahead and make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Let's go ahead and drive these lights
That was
up.
crazy. I don't know if y'all saw anything when I went to the bathroom. I left my camera sitting here. Let me see. Hopefully she leaves the mask off and speaks up. That's crazy. I think she had the mask on because she was embarrassed to be seen associated with Tiffany like that. That's like one of the few times I've even seen her without a mask. I'm gonna zoom in on YouTube. Yes, Dan Brown's wife works for Thornton Township. That's her sitting over there. That's her again. Brown. Not that many people left. No, I don't think you saw KP. I didn't see him. Who else? I don't know who else.
Where? Is she in the building? Is she in there? Is she in? I need Alicia to go walk
The whole
around.
time. No, not the whole time, I don't think. No. Hey, Flo. No, she wasn't sitting there because it was a whole different, like they weren't sitting in those seats for the last meeting. Like the trustees were sitting out in here with the residents. They were part of, the voting structure for last meeting. That was an annual meeting.
Thank you, Texas Tim. Thank you so much.
Regularly scheduled board meeting. I think there's one or two more. This one 2 weeks from now. And then one 2 weeks from then. They're every 2 weeks.
Somebody answer that phone. Somebody answer that
She
phone.
had an epiphany about going to jail. It's a little late for that. For real. Too late for that.
I also think they're waiting because you technically have to
Hold
give
on, let me see, Darlene. I'm
her
trying to
10 or
read this
15 minutes
YouTube comment.
to
What it say, Darlene
whether or not she's going to be
was
here or
there in the
not.
same seat, Alicia, for the last meeting. Yeah, I'm tripping then because I sure didn't even see her. I really didn't. That's how like insignificant she is. I did not even see her come in. I am sorry. Thank you again to the moderators. Thank you everybody for watching. Someone else did mention why Darlene was sitting up there. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't hear. I was like paying attention to the numbers and all that. I wasn't
Yeah,
really even
she's
looking
been up there.
I'm shocked that she's up there. So it looked like Kiana left. Trustee Steve left. Oh, no, he didn't. He's back there. Trustee Steve way back in the back. Is there any way you can ask if they can move to digital? I watch these meetings and they take out a lot. What? Take out a lot of paper flipping throughout the meeting. You know, they probably could switch to digital. I don't know what it'll take. I know, y'all. There he is. Let's check him out, y'all.
There he is, Mr.
Right.
Kendall. Mr. Kendall.
I'm gonna have him. Oh, look at him. Not the houndstooth pattern. Mr. Kendall. Yeah, I don't know about the digital thing. They have so many other things,
For sure.
unfortunately, that are a priority. So, and they got a whole new administration coming. So, maybe that's something that can be an initiative down the line, but they just got a lot of undoing and redoing when they take over. Hey. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check the fit. Okay. You got a whole fan club. You know that, right?
He is clean.
I
He
gotta
is
get
clean.
the whole fit, shoes and all. All right, Mr. Kendall. Okay, how you doing? That is good. Nice to see you. Yeah, everything okay? Yes, indeed. That's good. You coming with some more good information? All right. Yeah, I see it. That was Mr. Kendall.
They call him Cab Calloway. That's hilarious. I don't think so. Friend. Good to see you, though. Grace and peace.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm reading the comments and I'm laughing. We're not fans of that. Yeah. Somebody say gray is your color. They say somebody say you're clean, you wear gray very well. Somebody on here. You better go get one of your.
Where were they 40 years ago?
Ooh, okay, I hear that. All right,
All right, let's see what they got.
y'all.
To
order,
Put my
April 8th, 2025. Time is
camera down.
7:27.
Hold on,
I'll
y'all.
call the roll. Trustee Gonzalez.
Present.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle. Present. Trustee Wiedemann. Present. Supervisor Henry. Can we please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance? I would like to make a motion to appoint Chris Gonzalez as the supervisor pro tem.
All right now.
Second. Trustee Wiedemann? Yes. Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Gonzalez? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have public comments.
Public comments. Let's go.
First is Janelle Taylor. Remember, you have 3 minutes.
Janelle Taylor.
Janelle Taylor, South Holland. I have a personal complaint. I'm old and I wear hearing aids. and there's a whole house between here and where you all are. Why are we back so far? We're not gonna bother you, those scenes are over. Can we kind of be a little closer, because you can put a whole family can live in this space. I can't hear well, and I'd like to be a little closer. So that's my personal complaint. Thank you. Vivian Allen.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, this is it, public comment.
Sorry. Just wanted to say first, congratulations to the trustees for the race. You guys winning. Hopefully we'll be able to get back our township, like we took our village back in Dalton. Want to congratulate everyone that is new in their role. And just a little disappointed that I saw Tiffany's car outside. And again, she's a no-show. It's just pathetic at this point. She's like a total embarrassment to us, but I'm just glad that you guys are still willing to do business despite of her actually coming in here and doing her job. So thank you guys. Yes, and thank everyone for voting.
Yes.
Mr. Al Kendall.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I want to thank you for giving me a small amount of your time. My name is Al Kendall, representing the County Board President Tony Freckwinkle. My number is 313-434-3851, 313-434-3851. So the information that I'm giving out, if you want it, text me, show me the money, and I will text you back the information. All of that I won't be able to share now, so you should probably just send me a text. I'll send it to you. For those who don't know, on the 15th, we have a hospitality hires, of which we're going to have about 70 employers that are hiring on the spot. It's not just jobs, it's about careers, and so they train people in various 5 different careers that will help you to, when you got a crumb snatcher at home and you need to, try and uplift them, bring them around. This is a great opportunity. We have one program that's being organized by our Elevate program. One is that assists people with water. One is that assists daycare centers with lead abatement at their facility, so it doesn't cost them any money at all. And then the last one, operated by Elevate, it assists homes with water assistance and renovations in the homes. So those are the 3 ones. I wanted to just give you a brief summary. And if you send me a text, I'll send you the details where you can go and to apply. Of course, we had a Justice Advisory Council grant, which was $30 million. $20 million is for intervention, working with youth in the community, and another $10 million is for wraparound services for those who've been the victims of gun violence in the community. And organizations and others can apply. Those are some of the programs that President Freckwinkle and the county board and your commissioner in this area, Mrs. McCaskill, and others have worked to provide those dollars. There were ARPA grants, and I look forward to those that will send me a text, and I'll give you that information as well as others. So thanks for just giving me a few moments of your time. 313-434-3851. 313-434-3851. I'll send you the links as well as giving you other information. President Freckwinkle has a radio show. It is the 3rd Sunday of each month. So this Sunday, April 20th, from 7 to 8 a.m. on WCBT channel 820 a.m. Show me the money. Show me the money. 313-434-3851.
Show me the money. It's crazy.
Every third Sunday on WCBT 820. Called First Take at Daybreak. So she's there every third Sunday giving information, and I'm there every other Sunday, and she's not there. Thank you.
Y'all are wild. Talk about him. He seemed like a really cool guy, though.
All right, next on the agenda, we have approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve minutes of the board meeting held on March 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m.?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the March 25th meeting. Second.
Any discussion? Call for the roll, please.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Superintendent Gonzalez? Superintendent Gonzalez? Supervisor Tim Gonzalez? Supervisor. Motion passed.
Where is it? Where's Napoleon?
Approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve approval of bills? Is there a motion to approve the general fund bills?
I would like to make an amended motion to pay the bills excluding item 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112. Those are for events that the board didn't approve or hasn't happened yet. Also for 113, 114, 115. So I make a motion to pay the bills excluding those numbers on the sheet. I'll second.
Shout out to No Apologies in the building. Grace and peace, sister.
Motion is second. Is there any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
I can't hear her.
Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Right. Next, we have approval of bills for the general assistance fund. Is there a motion to approve?
So I would like to make a motion to approve the bills excluding items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, asking that we would permanently remove those items. They have been placed on the agenda before, but they weren't in compliance with the image ordinance, and that's why they were moved to begin with. So I'm asking that we would exclude those bills and permanently remove those from the bill list and pay the remaining bills.
I'll second.
There's a motion and second. Any discussion?
Why doesn't Dr. Ray have a microphone?
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Right. Next, under approval of bills, we have approval of road and bridge fund bills. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Road and Bridge.
Second.
Right. There's a motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Next, we have old business. If there's anything under old business, correct? Right. And next, we have resolutions, proclamations, and ordinances. I don't believe we have anything under there either. Correct?
We had a
Next on the agenda,
productive
we have new
meeting
business.
last meeting, so
Item
it's
A,
not a lot.
motion to approve the Illinois Township Association of General Assistance Caseworkers Conference registration fee, overnight hotel accommodation, and stipend for food and guests for possibly 3 caseworkers. One caseworker who sits on the board of the ITA GAC will stay 2 nights. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Ron Baltimore, for the super sticker.
There's a motion and second. Any discussion? Right, call the roll, please.
Call
Trustee
roll.
Wiedemann?
It's okay.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez?
Yes.
Motion
I can't
passed.
believe Darlene's voting yes to everything.
All right, item E, under new business, request for proposal for IT services.
Darlene is under new management. Thank you, Miss Mandy. Appreciate you. Blessing people. Thank you so much.
Last time. It's an IT contract.
There we go. Thank you so much, friend, for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you as well.
There's no motion, we just pass on to the next one.
There being no motion, we do not. Next on the agenda is closed session. Is there a motion to go into closed?
Yes, I'll make a motion to go into closed session to discuss the hiring, discipline, performance, compensation, and dismissal of certain personnel, legal counsel, acquisition of real property, matters pending, probable or any litigation pursuant to section 2C1, 2C5, and 2C11 of the Open Meeting Act. Also to discuss security procedures, school building safety and security, and the use of personnel and equipment to respond to an actual, a threatened, or a reasonably potential danger to the safety of employees, students, staff, the public, or public property pursuant to the section 2C8 of the Open Meetings Act. I'll second.
Right, there's a motion second. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle? Yes. Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez?
Yes.
Motion passed. 7:41 to go into closed session.
Yeah, she doesn't have a microphone. Y'all, good catch. I don't know why Darlene.
That doesn't mean anyone is getting terminated. That is like that's standing verbiage on their agenda. So they could be discussing either one of those things. I'm thinking they're going to discuss litigation.
They're going to discuss some people losing their jobs. Yo, thank you so much, everybody, for the very kind super stickers and super chats. Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much, Mandy out there, extending out the DWC family. Appreciate you there with the gifted membership. If you got that gifted membership, make sure you tell Mandy thank you. We appreciate her. Thank you so much, Ms. Thart, for the $5 super sticker as well. But then no apologies coming in as well with the super sticker. Thank you as well. And then Christy rounding us off with another membership. Y'all make sure you say thank you. Say shout out. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing over here.
I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Oh, man, my hand all in the way. My bad, y'all. I was trying to step
Let's see
on
what
those
okay, what we got.
Good.
I need Alicia to go walk around and
So I don't know how long we're going to be in closed session, y'all. Yep. So I don't know, because there's not a lot of people here. Like Ms. Roberts is leaving. Nate Fields. What is this? Oh, my finger. Okay.
I appreciate it though anyway.
How you doing?
Mitzi Blankenship, thank you so much for even wanting to. Thank you.
Yeah. So how's your show coming? You know, I don't have a show. I mean, I just record live. I don't really have a show. Why, you want to come on if I had one? Would you be my guest?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll get to that point one day.
What you got, Mandy? How are you, friend?
I wanted to thank everybody for the super stickers and the memberships. Can you hear me?
Yep. I'm trying to find where.
In my personal
I'm trying to find where I got.
with the camera, you know.
One of my windows is closed out. There we go. Bang. Okay. Sorry
They
about
were in
that.
closed session for over an hour last night, so I thought it might
Oh my
be
gosh.
a little while tonight. And I wanted to tell everybody about next Tuesday.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, the Karen Reed trial starts. And
Absolutely. That's gonna be
we're
fun.
going to be covering that on this channel from gavel to gavel, from start to finish, no matter how long it takes. And it took a hot minute last year, so I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit this year too. But it's wild. If you haven't watched any of it, got a short coming out tonight or first thing in the morning, probably tonight. just to give you a little update about what's going on, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. Special prosecutor, the prosecutor actually defended Whitey Bulger, the mob guy. Um, it's nuts. So I really encourage you to watch it, give it a chance. Watch one case. Watch one
day.
stream.
Right.
You'll be hooked.
It's wild.
So
all right, and that's starting on
Tuesday.
9 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock on Tuesday?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. on Tuesday. Sounds good.
1 week from today at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Perfect. We'll make sure we drop a thumbnail and, of course, keep you all up to date on what's going on.
June,
such of that nature.
Thank you, June. Look at you.
Absolutely, June. Thank you so much for 5 new memberships. Oh, we're filling up the gang. We're gonna have more than 158 new gang members.
Welcome, Mother of 8, Red Jacks, Renee Diggs, Kimberly Black, Empowered Woman. All right, who's next? Who's the next person?
I know, right?
I ain't trying to be pushy or nothing, but No,
right. I love it.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate y'all jumping in. Let's go ahead and see what Alicia is talking to Mr. Kendall about, because it looks like she getting a straight up interview. Let's see let's see what we're missing real quick. Bring you back over here. There you go. All right, let's see what Mr. Kendall talking about.
All right, so
And there's Nate back there in the back and Mr. Roberts.
this position?
Supervisor. So they called me on the phone, and had I been here, perhaps we would have won.
Oh, did I lose her? Oh.
But I wasn't here.
So let me ask you this. I'm just going to be very candid, and this is the tail end, so it's not going to have any repercussions. How do you feel this administration did for the township? What were the pros? What were the cons?
Well, I mean, truthfully, as a Pan-Africanist, I am disappointed in the image and the characterization of Unali, of which people ascribe to Thornton Township. Over the years, we have built Thornton Township to be a very proud conclave that people around the country is proud of. I mean, Barack Obama, when I helped to run his campaigns, I brought him to Frank, and we delivered, Thornton Township in huge numbers. Without Thornton Township, we don't have a black president. We don't have a black U.S. senator without Thornton Township. I mean, we have, truthfully,
It's hard to hear what he's saying. Yeah, you heard that too? I heard that too.
People from the South Suburban Mafia came to the city.
What's going on, Brian?
Well, okay, and that's a great point. But when does the first black stop in real politics begin?
That's a good question.
And the reason why I say that is because Tiffany Henyard wore a lot of first, youngest first, but we see how that ended. So I mean, what's the consolation in that?
Generational and purpose. I mean, yeah, it's good to have first, but you got to have a sense of purpose of why you are doing what you're doing and what got you there, and deference to the rest of the world. I've seen a lot of. In time, we've elected a lot of firsts that have not always gone the way we
Exactly, right.
So I have no
That's
doubt
what I'm saying. It has to, the line has to be drawn. I mean, it's great. It's always great. Which actually, no, I'll take that back because it's not great. We really shouldn't be having these many firsts in 2025. I mean, it's actually disheartening. But
we should not lose sight and faith in our own.
Never.
Because we make mistakes does not mean that is a forever thing.
Well, everybody makes mistakes. That's not even just a we thing.
Even mistakes that we may have selected, that they may have gone the wrong way. Others have been in power for so long, you really don't remember the annuals of all the mistakes they've made.
Well, you know what? In this day and age, mistakes are magnified. They're magnified. So that's even more the reason why you have to get in and with the right intentions on doing the right thing, because it's not like it's just easily swept under the rug these days. And I think, to your point, that was part of what was in play before. Things just weren't magnified or even uncovered to the degree that they are now. That's my personal take on that. But
All
yeah,
things done in the shadows will come to light.
yeah, hopefully.
Sadly enough, well, look, we have someone else that's coming in, and the prayer is that they will right the wrong, and they will begin to show a true reflection of our community.
Mm.
So, you
Mm-hmm.
can't give up. I mean,
Oh, no.
I always supported people like President Franklin and
Mm-hmm.
like, Barack Obama, Robert Kelly, because, they are those who come to our community and deliver. Danny Davis.
Right. Congressman Danny Davis. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was, when I was a young guy, he was a teacher. He was just an organizer.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went on, to become eventually a county commissioner, and then eventually.
Yeah, there's some great guys. I mean, and women included in that. I'm using that generally. Mm-hmm. Sure.
And we should not lose sight just because of a momentary diversion.
Yeah.
Not lose the necessity of remembering our community, continue to invest in our community with our time, our efforts, and our treasure.
Mm-hmm. And I got a question, because you seem kind of connected to some of the powers that be. Why didn't the powers that be intervene in any way in what was going on here at the township and in Dalton? I mean, it took the FBI, and we have
They still haven't
layers
done anything.
of government, and I'm just, people are feeling abandoned, because nobody came to our rescue. Pleas were falling on deaf ears, so even, I guess continuing the conversation with these first and these people that are in and doing great things, how great is great when these things are allowed to happen so blatantly? I mean, I don't know what part you came in on, or if this is even something that when you were really involved that you would have, your administration would have tolerated the disrespect, the lack of transparency.
Election has consequences.
All elections have consequences.
And in that, he said she was elected in Dalton. Now, she was elected here, and because of her actions, she's been unelected in a huge sense. But the laws at various levels of governance does not allow for like a commissioner just to come in and just take over another elected official.
That needs to change, because I mean, look at what happened. I mean, and I don't know how it needs to change, but it does need to change. Does this happen? Well, more often than not, it's happening other places. Even around here in these countering cities, it's happening. Maybe to this, not to this ignorant level of blatant ghetto tactics, but it's happening. It's happening. So, and we're only hurting ourselves. I mean, and I say we because I'm speaking on behalf of the whole community and the people that these things trickle down to.
I mean, the community has to be engaged and help the police itself.
This room ain't empty.
So the next person coming in will do the same thing.
Right.
This became a test and a training for the community. The community sort of slept the years ahead frankly. They didn't realize, in spite of whatever you may say, of the continual service and the way in which they would be run. And so now the community will have a greater appreciation and a higher expectation of the next person to come in. And that would be so even in the rest of the South Suburbs in terms of the leadership. Because we have the ability to change the direction of our communities if our leadership is coordinated with the right purpose.
Well said. I mean, we can go on for days with this debate because I definitely got to come back, but I'm going to digress because, you know, it still can be a lot said. Yeah, it's on the community, but even if we are holding them accountable, like we tried to do, and they're just blatantly disregarding ordinances, laws, you know, processes, you know, we're right back to square one. There's only so much the community can do on our own, you know, without help from the powers that be.
Well, I
So,
mean, for a moment there, you had a number of board members that were supporting them.
you mean here? Well, yes, for a while there were a couple. Even tonight, that's changed.
I mean, there were groups of, the regional black mayors, went to her and to them to try and help, get some, control with this. And then eventually.
Hey, thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the very kind $5 super.
Use their political will in order to make changes happen. So,
And the legal wills, yeah.
but these residents that were supporting
Residents that were supporting her? Not the majority. They tried to recall her. You saw that, right? They recalled her. They weren't. That's not support. If they voted to recall her.
They had a recall and then she won the recall.
Well, no, she lost the recall. She won on an appeal. That's a big difference.
And it was a technicality at that.
And they voted her out. The numbers reflected that. The judge overturned that. So there is a huge difference there. But yeah, I mean, you make it as if, like people were okay with what she was doing. Some might have been the ones that were benefiting directly, but it was a lot that weren't, that weren't happy with this. So
good job, Alicia. Good job.
Exactly. I mean, nobody wants to say the elephant is in the room. I mean, she was protected. Nobody wants to own up to that, but she was definitely protected. Huh? I'm sure. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, that's the blatant reality of it.
Nobody want to be connected with the feds exactly.
For real, if they got any sense. Well, yeah, this is making for a long evening.
Yeah.
These closed sessions.
You didn't have this happen.
Huh?
You didn't have this happen in any other community.
What this? I mean, across the country. This is not just specific to here. This hasn't happened really anywhere. Nobody.
Here, I'll just real quick. Cecil Gray asked, why did the judge overturn the recall? Because they had two questions in their recall option. Should the mayor be recalled? Do you agree with the recall? Something like that. It was two questions in the same. So the judge said that it was confusing, even though I think the overall majority believes that the people wanted Tiffany recalled. They should have had two separate questions. First question, do you agree with the recall? And then the next election, do you want Tiffany recalled? That's how that should have been done. But so that's what happened. That's why it was overturned by a judge. So she didn't win it. She didn't win the recall. She won an appeal. Okay.
Okay. So what time? They went in like 7:40 something. It's almost 8 o'clock. 2 minutes to 8. I'm gonna just put the camera. I'm put it right here, y'all, because I'm holding it and it's tired. I'm tired. Okay. So y'all won't be back.
So I call elderly people names? What happened? We're keeping it up front.
Did they come back okay?
Yeah, that's how I understood it. That's what happened.
Smart. Sometimes
Okay, let me just bring myself back up in here. I'm back up in the building. I'm back here. Yeah, that appeal made her 25-0. Yeah, I have no idea what she was coming up with her own numbers. All right. So at the current moment, they're in closed session, please forgive me. And if you're just jumping in, all the trustees are here except for, no, everybody's there. Even Darlene Gray is here, except of course Tiffany. And they're getting work done. Now, if we look at bring this back in real quick. If we look at the agenda, once they come back from closed session, they're going to just go over their actions. Oh, sorry, let me make this bigger for y'all. They're going to go over the actions following the closed session. Then they're going to do the trustees report, supervisor report, and that's it. So it could be pretty quick once everybody gets in, once they get back. But the last two executive or closed sessions have been kind of long. So I don't know if that's just they're really parsing through a lot or whatever, but it's just kind of long. But we will see what happens with what happens. So I do appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the very kind supers, the very kind super stickers. Thank you so much for gifting new memberships, adding new people to the gang, if you will. We will be, my goal is to at least twice a month to do a members only live stream. So if you're a member, you probably just saw it earlier today. I just did a video looking at Cassie Hobson Jordan, her very first interview that I could find. And I proposed the idea that she literally is telling us that she had no intention of winning as early as then. So check it out. It's definitely on there for your members page as well. Also, there's also instructions in the community post on how to join our members Discord. So check that out as well also. And at the current moment, they are still over there chit-chatting it up. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Okay, just checking through here. All right, just checking to see what we got here. Thomas Sowell. I haven't read Thomas Sowell's book. Okay, which one are you referring to? Is that called Perspective? Oh, she's actually going. Look at Alicia, bless her heart. She's in my mind. She's literally going over the budget. I mean the agenda. Let's see what she said.
Everybody started coming after us.
Okay, she. Okay, let's bang. So they're still glad handing. I would love for Alicia to go around and interview some other people. That was cool to hear what Mr. Kendall had to say. That wasn't bad at all, but I would love to hear some other people, see if anybody else is there. Who knows? Maybe Napoleon's back there. Wolves Watching the Hen House. That's the name of the book. Okay, I will check it out. Thank you, friend. I will check it out. All right, so if you're just jumping in, we have a few, hopefully. All right, she's moving. What does that mean? Is it go time? It is not go time.
He said that. I'm just looking at how juvenile this report looks. I could have did this, and I'm not an accountant. It's just numbers. There were no receipts, nothing. Thank you again to my moderators. Thank you for everyone still on.
Mitzi, thank you very much for the $2 super. Absolutely. This is a great question. All right, this is a great question. Did ex-mayor Riley win his run in the neighborhood? Oh, that's a good question. I'll check it out in a second. I will check it out in a second. We want to become a member of the DWC gang. Here's the link right there. This is a great question. When do I think the Alphabet Boys are coming? Okay. I got a feeling it's going to be this month. I got this feeling it's going to be in April before Inauguration Day. So I know that's so I'm going with Inauguration Day, I think is May 5th. And so I got between now and May 5th, so I got about 30 days. I think they're coming after Easter. Let's go after Easter. That's where I'm going to go. When's Easter? 20th? So that's what I'm saying. Oh, somebody said Riley lost. I didn't have a chance to look it up. I apologize. So that's going to be my little 2 cents. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's going to be after Easter. So whenever Easter is, after Resurrection Monday, that's it. You just keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes on the highway because they're coming. That's what. What is my reasoning? I have zero. I have absolutely no foundation for it whatsoever. I just know that now that the election is over and she's not tied to any of those roles, and she ain't been coming to work. I mean, for crying out loud, man, she ain't been coming to work. If she was at least here and kind of like showing that she's working, I'd be like, okay, maybe they're gonna wait till after she's truly out of office. But she ain't been here in how long? So that being the case, I feel like, again, I based upon information and belief, I think it will be, I'm just throwing it in the air. I'm saying after Easter, whatever that day, whatever Easter is, I think it's on the 20th. Yeah, it's on the 20th. And so start on the 21st. That's when my timer's starting. But they can come today. Maybe they picked her up in the parking lot. I don't know. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. $9.70 for the $10 super. Looks all quiet on the Eastern Front. Look, these meetings have been super productive. I'm in agreement with the young lady that came up earlier. Why did they got all this space between them? Like they should have. I don't know. I don't think the trustees did it. I think whoever set the room up did it. It was just on them, but they could be a lot closer. Like, why you got these people so far away from it? Yeah, don't make any sense. Let's see what Alicia
Stand by these numbers. And there was no way he could present these numbers knowing that they just didn't even make any sense. So he chose to just not even show up. He's sick, y'all. And so no questions could be answered because he's the one that created this report. I'm just telling you how juvenile this looks. I mean, this is a whole township, multi-million-dollar budget. And these just look so, these charges, I mean, it's just crazy. Food
I'm with
pantry,
you.
vehicle repair, food pantry purchases, $1,063,000. Now, I would like to see some receipts on any of this household, HRD household. Look at these round numbers. Emergency assistance, $2,247,777.77. That number is just so fake. It looks fake. Where was it? Right there.
I see it.
That number looks so fake.
All them sevens, it does look kind of interesting.
Rent, shelter, utilities, travel, buses, rent. It just happened to end in 40 cents. That just doesn't even make any sense. That's ironic. 2 line items right underneath each other, and they both just happen to end in 40 cents. And both of them are vastly different. Rent and shelter, travel, bus passes. What are the odds that they would just end so uniformly?
What is the travel bus passes? This is interesting. I'm with her. Alicia is very, very keen on these numbers that Robert Hunt puts out. So yeah, I'm with her.
It's not, this is general assistance. This is the fund that she's over, Tiffany Henyard. It's just not realistic. Let me look for another page. What is this? Oh, this is the general assistance balance sheet. Ending fund balance, 18 million. Yeah, right. That just doesn't even make any sense. But how do you not show up on a day that I mean, this is an annual meeting. This is not a meeting that's, you can make up or that's going to be held next week. This is an annual meeting.
She's right on the money. She's right. She's not lying.
Oh, Zoom? Okay. Can you guys see? Okay, this is on YouTube. I have to show it on YouTube first. General Assistance Fund. Breakdown of cash on hand. So they're trying to make it look like they have more cash on hand now. February 29th, 2024, they had 1.3 million cash on hand February 28, 2025 is $3.5 million. Now, if these numbers look so good, don't you think they'd be happy to report these numbers?
I
Wouldn't
think
they
it's a good
be
point.
here if
Absolutely.
these numbers were this great?
I think that's something
I mean,
you can talk about for sure. Dig
that's
into that.
crazy. I mean, it just looks like they just pulled these numbers out of anywhere. Look at these last line items. Okay, I'm showing on YouTube. Look at how similar those numbers are. 498, 955, 497, 680. Two totally different things.
I'd love to know what they were for.
Let me look what else. Hold on, what is...
Yeah, I think Alicia's onto something for sure.
Let me go back to the first.
I just hate that Robert
that's
Hunt is
crazy.
not
Like,
there.
These numbers were so great. Where is he? This would have been his ticket out
What's
the
going on?
doghouse.
Hey, there she is. What's up, Lady Luck Club? Good to see you, friend.
And this ain't even signed. I guess it's supposed to be signed by the supervisor, which she's not here. And y'all, that's just how much she cares about the people. Look how she went out. Just abandoned her seat. Didn't concede. This is a letter. I guess this is what she's supposed to sign.
Just stop coming. No, remember when she was giving all that hatred to Chris Gonzalez and them when they didn't come? And now look how she don't come.
No signature. And abandoned one of her closest friends, Darlene. Yes. And Darlene is voting like with the brain tonight. It's wild. But she had her mask off.
She said, look,
It's a lot.
I'm under new management, she said.
Lease payment. You know, and these line items are just so vague and ambiguous. Fuel. Okay,
Fuel,
here, I'm
yeah.
gonna just show fuel. What is that?
I see it. 15,000 for fuel.
Okay, that's 13,000 for fuel. For what vehicles? This could have been people's personal vehicles. There needs to be checks and balances. You don't just put fuel. Yeah, I wonder, Sonia. Who knows? I think those feds are closing in. That's why Darlene is here. I think they are closing in. And reality is setting in. But what was I looking at? That, gas, liability, and insurance. All these figures with, like, no receipts, mind you. None of these come with receipts.
Okay, before the meeting, thank you so much, Christy. Excellent question. Before the meeting, they had the annual township meeting where they went over the numbers and stuff like that. And this is what Alicia's kind of reading over, because a lot of people were not pleased with these numbers. So needless to say, Alicia's angst is shared with the rest of the audience as well. So she's just kind of going over it while they were in, because that was the beginning. That was the 6 o'clock meeting. And then at 7 o'clock, that's when they started the actual township meeting that we're in now. So she's just kind of going over it, just kind of lamenting a lot of the concerns people had. Like, these numbers are just kind of thrown on paper. It looks like somebody, in my opinion, it looks like somebody just put these on there, in my opinion, respectfully. Shout out to Lady Luck in the building. Shout
I
out.
didn't personally see Tiffany's car outside. Somebody says it was there. I didn't see it. I didn't personally see it. But I wonder how Darlene got here, because I don't know if they'd be in the same car, but they definitely arrived together most of the time.
Yeah, see, I don't think
Okay, yeah.
it's not a good. Sorry, it's not a good thing for the township to have that much money on hand. So it's definitely some weird numbering going on, and I hate it because Robert Hunt is probably doing something that he was told to do for the previous administration for Tiffany, and he's probably just playing 3-card Monty with stuff, kind of moving it around, playing a shell game. And he's going to end up getting caught, and he's going to be the one that gets in trouble. He's going to be the one that gets arrested or disbarred, loses his license and such like that. It was on the DWC. It was for a purpose, and now she can't bully them since Stephanie is on the board. I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, they've definitely they definitely refuse to pay those non-authorized, and these are just garbage. I mean, the stuff that she's looking at here is very ambiguous. I'm telling you, this looks like a teacher that did not take grades the whole school year, and come grading period, they're just throwing numbers in there. There's no, like, how did little Johnny get a 500 on the spelling test? Like, that doesn't make sense. That's what that looks like to me. Tahoe uses a lot of fuel. That's crazy. Lots of good conversation back and forth in here. Lots of good conversation. I appreciate all the good conversation back and forth. Make sure, please, that you go and check out good content creators. We got Lady Luck Club in the building. We got Miss Mandy in the house. I believe No Apologies is in here as well. Excellent content creators doing fantastic work. Just go check them out. See what they're doing. I know that they're going to earn your subscription. So go by there, check them out. Make sure you like it and drop them a green heart. Let them know that I sent you. Are they in? Yes, they are in closed session. Closed session. Yes. And, I doubt highly that she's there, but I'm sure she's probably watching. She might be in the live chat right now. She might be in the best live chat on the internet. Absolutely. Let's see real quick what Alicia's got going on. Shout out to Alicia.
Well, I don't know if she can or she should be able to, because it seems like when you audit, I would think you would question, like, anytime you have an audit, don't you have to provide like receipts and stuff?
You should.
Like, an audit is pretty heavy. So I'm just like, even as auditors, and they probably weren't questioning anything because they were getting paid. And, but wouldn't you need to see documentation for the things that are being reported? I would think.
Right.
They've been in there too long. Somebody might just be getting fired. I don't know. I mean, you know, they have, I think, one more meeting after this to do whatever they're going to do, if they're going to do anything, because then the new administration takes over. So maybe they could be waiting on that.
What's the sound? There's music playing. Tiffany there dropping her new album.
You know, people are still, you know, they're just here. It's kind of calm. Tiffany's not here. And I just can't even imagine how this meeting would have gone if she was here. I just can't even imagine. She would have had Robert looking too dumb.
Well, that's assuming Robert would have came.
Yeah.
Robert.
Nate Fields is still here. I saw him back there. There he is right there.
Shout out to Nate in the building.
Still here. Get rid of Crigley. Crigley's already gone. Holmes is for Dalton. Price, yeah, they definitely can get rid of him.
She said they can get rid of him.
Wow, it says Robert been going along with Super Stupid since they were trustees. Them taking it to court since 2014. Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We both said that's crazy.
Know. I guess, you know, that history was, she capitalized on it. Yes, they have been calm, Sonia. They have been just different. Especially yesterday. It was just so great, you know, having, you know, pretty much the new slate. I mean, it's the same slate, well, except Trustee Steve. I can't wait for him to rightfully take his seat. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I heard a door. False alarm.
She said false alarm.
Right, Michelle. You say your company always had an annual audit. You have to provide the files with the correspondence, receipts, and documents.
Right.
Exactly. Like, Otherwise, what are you auditing? Like, I thought that
Hey
was the
there.
purpose of an audit, to reconcile things. If you're just accepting what they're giving you, that's not, you're not auditing. You're reporting. So, there's
Only one there is the Lansing Journal. That's wild.
these have been 2 long evenings. Actually, we were out. What time is it? We were out by about 8:30 yesterday, I think.
Yeah, they need a
Out
new
of the
auditing
Dalton
firm for
meeting.
sure.
Hey, Reggie. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm yawning. Hey, Reggie, Reg.
Somebody said that report looked like a Word document. I agree. There it is. Yeah, I don't think it didn't look like something that would come from
Court cases, Hinyard Hunt
even on
versus
an Excel
Village of
spreadsheet.
Dalton. Yes, please do, pleasure. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. Yeah, whenever they're doing a forensic audit in Dalton. They voted on that.
I don't know.
I'm
That's a
sure
good question.
Napoleon is going to do the same.
Chicken
They're probably going
scratch
to get rid of this
Excel.
accounting firm. I would. I definitely would. Bring a new, fresh set of eyes in.
They need Doge to come in. That's hilarious.
Hey,
Yes, come
Reggie
on.
Reg. Tell me
To be
something good
fair,
and see
yes,
to
Tiffany
it.
does not know what a
I
receipt
had
is.
this
That's a good
stuff
point.
all over me. I didn't even know it. They were remodeling at in one of the offices at work, and I got this dust all on me and didn't even know it. You're welcome, Pamela, for staying and reporting. It's hard because, I want to say so much, but I'm unlocking my better self. I know that's right. I hear
She said,
you.
unlocking
Nothing
my
wrong
better
with
self.
that.
I love it.
Sometimes we got to censor ourselves for the greater good. So yeah, y'all, I'm trying to keep up with both comments, but it is hard. You know what? YouTube, they need to increase their
Girl,
font
she's
size.
hilarious.
No, really, I just need my glasses. That's what I need. I'm always forgetting them. They're not like a staple yet. I need to make them a staple. But I really just need it really when reading, so I don't always have them on me when I need them. Yep.
I don't wear mine just about all the time, except now. I'm not wearing them. Y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us. I appreciate you. And thank you for hitting that like
Kendall
button.
done
It
went
means a
back there.
lot.
He done moved everything.
Let's real quick. Let's just flood the
I
chat with
was
some good
asking some
old
legitimate
emojis. How you
questions
feeling?
because he works very closely with Tony Preckwinkle, and he's had a lot of connections. A lot of people, like, where were they? Where have they been? Why are they sending you? Why didn't they? Well, not, I mean, he's giving good information, but like, you know, where
Top
were
an
they
emoji for how you feeling? How you feeling right
when
now?
all this stuff was really going on?
Really? Somebody thinks Mr. Kendall is a plant. Interesting. Okay.
So Kindle is a plant.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of squirmed his way. He didn't really want to answer too much about Tiffany. He did not.
Oh, and don't forget, if you're a new member, you got all the cool emojis as well. I like those.
So they've been in
We can go back to some old
40
school
minutes,
emojis.
almost 45. Nate, somebody want to know how you're doing. He's giving a thumbs up. That's always a good sign, thumbs up. Yeah. Sonia, that was for you. Yes. You know, he's still showing up, and I love that. I love that. Because, none of the other candidates are here, the ones that ran. And he was part of the process. So that's good. He was part of the process tonight for the annual meeting. Okay, hold on, Alicia. I'm planning on coming for the Clean House inauguration. Are you? Where are you coming from, Mr. CDU? Where? LC? Oh, and have a few drinks. Where are you coming from, Mr. LC? Yeah, we could definitely try to plan some. I missed Dear Woke when he came. They
Hurt
did
my
something
heart.
during the day, and I just come back. Oh, Memphis.
I wanted to meet
And Nate
Alicia. We
has
were back.
Grace.
It's all good,
No,
Alicia.
no
It's all
Tiffany's
good.
clowns except Darlene. Yeah, thank you, Alex, for subscribing, and hello. Welcome. If you're in and if you haven't, can you guys just please like the videos? I would appreciate. Dang, that's a serious camera Nate got.
Nate ain't playing with that camera.
Nate, what kind of camera is that?
So,
A what?
gangster.
Okay, Canon. It's the lens. That's what's really, yeah.
5 more likes and we hit 200. Let's
Got
get
to know
it.
about all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is the
What kind of
70 to 200.
Whoa. So like, give me an, okay, so with this camera right here, what can you zoom on it? Like, you could, okay. Here's Stephanie.
Oh, there we go. We got people in the building. 5 more likes. We're going to hit 200. We almost there. Uh-oh. But she gone.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. How long have you had that? Do they last?
Yeah,
They do? That's good. Okay, so still kind of new though. Okay. So can you just keep like upgrading that and getting more use out of like the lid? I don't know much about photography. No? Okay, really? Oh, okay. You just kind of have to, okay.
Yeah, the township wouldn't allow me to buy this type of equipment.
Really? Oh. I mean, but when you get good shots with it though, like wouldn't it, I mean, I'm saying like wouldn't justify, or is it just too much for the pictures they were trying to take is what you mean? Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, Nate. I didn't know Nate was a photog. I see you, Nate. I got you, brother.
This is a mirrorless camera. It's a DSLR, right? DSLR has a mirror inside the camera. Mirrorless doesn't have a mirror. So that's what makes it different because it's advanced technology.
So what's better, mirror or mirrorless?
I say mirrorless.
You think so? I mean, not think, you know, I don't know. Oh, got it, got
The
it,
mirror
got
is
it.
not capturing the image anymore.
Got it.
Some type of digital technology.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm going to go troll comment segment line.
Because I don't know why
And
mirror
Dusty comment
sounds better
section
than
trolls.
mirrorless, but with your explanation, it makes
The mirror
sense.
can also get dirty.
Let's go. Let's troll them. Let's troll them.
Compromise the quality. So can you replace that mirror, or would you have to replace the whole camera?
Whole camera, the body.
Oh, you can. But by the time you do that, sometimes you get on the bottom of the camera, like the price.
It's like a little, like those 3 little blades in there. They're like
Down here or in there?
Yeah, don't touch it.
blinds, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So they open up.
Alicia's is for Alicia Nicole.
Yeah, I'm going to school.
Yeah, I'll drop her
I'm going to
link.
school right now. Where'd you go? Really? That's nice. Oh, I didn't know they had a media program. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop Alicia's link in the
I'm
chat.
thinking like a nursing program, or do they already have it? Oh, they do. Are they expanding it or something?
There you go, right there.
Okay.
With a new allied health grant.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. I've been seeing signs like it look like they're hiring instructors. Like it's a bunch of signs. So.
Shoot me an email, Lady Luck. Shoot me an email.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you capture your baby with that? I know that's right. I know you got some great photos. Yeah. And they're digital, you're saying, right? That's digital. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Do you put a card in there or?
Yeah, 2 chips. I got one right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what, 126 gig? 128. Oh, yeah, nice. Because I remember, what was it? I think that's kind of a lot because like iPhones are what, like 64 gig, 128 or something like that? Okay. That's putting it into context.
Yeah, they got 364. This is a lot.
That's a lot for it. Yeah, that's what I was about to
But
say.
the quality that you're getting takes up a lot of space.
Got it.
Mirrorless.
Okay. High power lenses. Okay, that's what's up. How is the battery life on something like that? Really?
It's not bad.
I hope it ain't like a phone battery.
It may last you a day and a half.
Okay.
Shooting on and off.
The
Right.
video. Okay.
Where are they? That's a great question, Butterfly Girl. Where's everybody?
Oh, they done came a long way. Yeah, I had a Canon SB230, and I thought I was doing something. It was just a little, yeah, it was a Canon. You could use it for that, but it was very early in the digital camera game. It was good for that era. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It probably has so many more capabilities that I never uncovered because, shortly thereafter I got the cell phone and my digital camera became obsolete. You know how that happened. Yeah. Yeah, it did. It really did. Hold on. Okay. Right. Hold on, Nate. Okay. I know people. Let me just make sure okay, because they be done. Ask Nate if he's single. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
You already answered that.
uh-oh.
I ain't going to ask you that again. Yeah.
They trying to change Nate's status?
So what's next for you, Nate? What's on the right? You know what? And I already said it. It's so good and it's so refreshing that you're here. You're still, part of, well, it's not a fight anymore, but you're part of the change. And, there's no other candidates that are here, that were in the race, so.
I love Lisa. She cracks me up for sure.
More and more. Right. And that's awesome. Really? That's great. Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what I've been doing.
Okay.
Photography.
Okay.
So if any of you guys want to book, you know how to find me.
Okay. Y'all hear that? Wait. How do they find you?
Still have to pay the bill.
Okay.
Still doing photography if you guys want to book me.
Uh-huh.
I'm still interested in reaching out to
Now, how do they book you? I mean, I don't know, Facebook. Do you have like a website or is it Facebook, Instagram?
We'll be back on.
Okay. Because you need to put some of your pictures on there and stuff. People know, yeah. See your good work, yeah. Yeah. Because I don't think I've seen any of your like still photo stuff,
You might have. I took also Township photos.
Okay. You know what I did and didn't even know. Okay.
I bought this camera with my own money.
What?
I was working for the Township with this camera. So
Yeah.
I was working for Tiff. The photos that I took when she was doing a bike ride.
Yeah.
Those were taken with this camera, but it was nice quality.
You know what? Now, well, I don't know, because if you tell me, because I like, when you say brought with your own money, like, is that an expensive car? Like, I have no idea what these run.
This camera at the time was about $2,500.
Whoa.
And this lens was about $2,000.
What? See, I'm glad I asked, because I never would have guessed that. That is a lot.
But it's good. It's a good investment.
Is it?
As long as I take care of it.
That's the thing.
When I make money, I can potentially make my money back.
Really? So what is your specialty? Do you do like outdoor shots or like what is your specialty with still photography?
I like live shoots.
You like live shoots?
Their moment.
Candid? Okay, you like that? Nice.
I haven't done much landscape as far as
Right.
I like capturing people.
Okay, you like people? So okay, nice candid shots. Do you like doing indoor or outdoor? Either or?
I love outdoor when the sun is
Okay, right. Because I was just gonna say you could delay. You have to. I mean, you would have to do less to edit it when you already have those inherent things working.
But I'm good either way.
That's what's up. I
Nate
love
said I'm good.
it. So you'll be getting a website up soon. You say your website. What is it going to be, or are you changing the?
No, it'll be the same.
What is it?
NateFieldsPhotography.com.
Nate Fields Photography. Just how it sounds, right?
Yeah, you can search it on Google too. You can reach me on Google too. You search it. Nate
Oh,
Fields Photography.
Nate Fields. Okay, y'all hear that?
Okay. NateFieldsPhotography.com.
Okay, all right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Nate Fields. Yes. Okay, y'all. Yes, Nate keeping us entertained. He took us to school with this camera. Yeah, I don't know anything about cameras, especially with cell phones taking over. So I thought they were coming out. I saw Stephanie come out. She must have grabbed someone. Okay, it's almost going on an hour.
Wait, a podcaster on
Yeah.
YouTube has a commercial site, so news can buy his
She got
photos.
no, cause this
That's
her
good.
stuff.
I've seen people do that. Yep.
Yeah, that's her stuff right there. I don't know where she
What,
went.
Babe Solo?
So I guess Nate leaving. Okay, I hope that's them. I just heard. I'm telling you. Thelma. She a YouTuber. She a YouTuber. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I be knowing names, faces. I think I've seen her before. I think.
Thank you to the 222 that have already hit that like button. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, they need to.
Yeah, it's been almost an hour. This is just.
Man, thank you, Alicia, for doing this. Shout out to Alicia. She toughing it out for us. She thugging it out for the community. She thugging it out.
So thanks everybody for hanging in there. I thought that was Cassie crash out for a second. But she walks like a leprechaun. Y'all, thank you to my moderators that are
Oh,
still
wow,
in
man.
here. Y'all hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh, Brooke, I didn't even see your comment. So Vince, it sounds like he does everything. Mr. LCD, you said let you go back in your corner and shut up. What was you saying? Now I need to scroll the comments. Professional. Okay, I hear somebody. What kind of photography? Yes, definitely professional. Sorry, y'all was talking and I was listening and I really wasn't reading the comments. Like, they talk so much during public comment. I mean, not, what am I talking about? I done got delirious. during closed session,
Yeah, they talking a
like,
lot.
they've been back there longer than the meeting was going on. The meeting started a little after 7. They went in closed session at 7:40. Something is 8:36. And I hope they come out and take some action. That was the clerk that ran against Clerk Key. She was on Tiffany's ticket.
Who's on Tiffany's ticket? Alicia, who is that? I know that woman I had never seen before. I wonder if maybe that's who she's talking about. The woman that was standing up on the phone, is that the woman that she's talking about? Interesting. I had never seen her before, so I didn't know who she was. What's going on, good people?
I'm surprised my battery is even cooperating.
Girl, you better be quiet and be happy.
I do got
Be
a
quiet.
battery
At least you
pack.
just roll with it.
But I have 2 phones and I have 1 charger. So maybe they're coming. I see them looking down there. There's Stephanie. Yeah, the whole
That's
crew.
hilarious.
Okay. There they go. That was almost an hour.
Yeah, they had to get it done. They said, we got stuff to do.
my gosh. Yeah, I'm still cracking up at Jed having that monkey in his hood. That was
That was
so.
wild.
I said, why you holding your hood like that? He showed that little monkey.
Yes. Yeah. You ain't gotta take me all the way. I have to get out. Girl, shut your mouth. I'm gonna drive you to the front door.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Is that Miss Flo?
I was over there talking.
Oh no, I thought that was Miss
I'm
Flo.
staying to the end. But I'm trying to close this out.
Are those LL Cool J's wife's earrings?
Coming out of the closed session,
Right here.
is there a motion at 8:40?
Oh, okay, that's how it's like that, Babs. Okay.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Trustee Wiedemann? Yes. Trustee Carlisle? Yes. Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez? Motion passed.
Okay, next item is action following closed session. There being none. Move on to the next item.
Oh, is there none and they've been in there for an hour? Hmm?
Well, I guess I just wanted to say real quick, congratulations to, the new administration coming in. And if there's anything I can do to help with the transition, please let me know. And also, congratulations to Kia, the deputy clerk. She had a baby, early baby boy. So congratulations.
Oh, I didn't
Who?
know she was pregnant.
Who? Wait, who was pregnant? Wait,
I'd
what?
just like to say, thank everybody for coming out to vote, last week. You know, that we, I'd like to see the numbers come up. I want to see more people come out and vote, because that helps our area, so much, showing that we have people coming out to vote. People come out, obviously, we don't care. We just need, we need more.
Yes.
We need more people exercising the right to vote, and however that may be. You know, so we got so many ways to do it now, whether it be early voting by mail, you know, or the old-fashioned way on election day. But you know, I've said it plenty of times, as you know, everybody knows, there's power in numbers. It shows that we're involved. It shows that we're engaged, and when we ask for things, whether it be from Cook County or Springfield, it just helps showing that we have involved voters. So, like I said, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. And just, you know, just gotta, let's keep coming out. So,
Yes.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Anyone else? All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
Whoa.
All right, y'all. So I'm going to end this right away because,
She said, I'm
yeah,
finished with this foolishness.
it's been a long time coming. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to everybody watching.
Shout out Alicia.
Thank you
Shout out.
to everybody on Facebook, on YouTube. I just really appreciate y'all. I am tired, so I will see y'all at the next event. And I thank you guys
Yeah, I
again,
missed that. I
okay?
don't know who that
Good
was.
night, everybody. Thank you.
Shout out Alicia. Thank you so much. And shout out to Alicia for thugging it out for us and providing that, Alicia. And real quick, I believe we dropped her link in there as well. I definitely would love for you all to go and support the content creators that come through, that support this channel, like Lady Luck Club, of course, Miss Mandy Reacts, of course, No Apologies, Just Me. Make sure you support these good content creators. And a lot of them are in the throes. Like we know Alicia is in Dalton, in Thornton Township. We need to support her. We know that No Apologies, Just Me, D-Love is in Dalton, in the township. So we definitely want to support them and encourage them to continue to keep doing this so we can be a part of, because they're our outlet. They are our connection. You know, the undocumented Dalton residents, the undocumented Thornton residents, we rely on these content creators to help us stay engaged in what's going on. So shout out to Alicia, shout out to the other content creators that are there. Babe Solo, All in the Queue is there. There's lots of content creators. Of course, Miss Vivian is there as well. So shout out to all of them. And just make sure we support and encourage good content creators, because at the end of the day, we want to see this type of the good content creators flourish and thrive and get the most out of this and enjoy what they're doing. Because ultimately, if they cut it off and stop doing it and cut off our water, we're gonna be stuck. So we wouldn't know what's going on if it wasn't for these good people. So, all right, absolutely, Chicago Red, absolutely, and her cousin, absolutely, absolutely. So we want to encourage that kind of stuff. So I just want to make sure, and that was not an exhaustive list by any means or measures, because I didn't think about like Critical Smoker. I didn't add him into there as well. I got to add him. And of course, all of the non-content creators like the Roberts and the such like that we engage with. So we just want to make sure we encourage them to remain encouraged, especially with this new administration coming in the township as well as in the village. We want to encourage them to keep doing the right thing. So shout out to them. And I'm looking for some good interviews. There will be some good interviews coming up. I don't know who that was, Lady Luck. I missed it too. I totally missed it. Absolutely. That's the understatement of the year, Jennifer Perez. Alicia's fantastic. I love her. Great content creator and just has a good attitude about this. Like she thugged it out for all of us and such like that. Interviewing Nate, interviewing Kendall, interviewing these people for us, keeping us engaged, keeping us afloat on what's going on. Shout out to her for sure. I want to make sure we want to encourage good content creators. So hopefully that makes sense. And y'all will continue. I want to thank you all for supporting me and helping out what we're doing over here at Dear Woke Christian. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We got some fun stuff popping up tomorrow. But I know that I think I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow or Thursday. I got to remember exactly when. I'll make sure y'all know ahead of time though. What does it say? I'm just a YouTube junkie. Hey, junkies matter too. We appreciate them all. We do. So yes, absolutely, y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. If you don't mind, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you tip your waitress on the way out. Hit that green heart. Let us know that you appreciate what we're doing over here. Make sure that you enjoyed what we're doing. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know that you can email management. If you got a really long question or a really long comment, because I'm not going to read it, please just email it to me. Like for real. I had some today. I'm like, yo, if you're serious, email me. Don't put those comments in the comment section because nobody's going to read them. But I do want to say thank y'all so much. So drop my email right there, dearwokec@gmail.com. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, you're going to email management. Let us know what you think. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with us. And until next time, everybody. Oh, by the way, thank y'all for subscribing to help me hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. We're on our way. We're going to be there at the end of the month. So I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all there. We're going to celebrate it nonetheless. So until then, everybody, grace and peace.